the left turn only crowd. Love it wild, love it loud. The race is hot and the beer's ice cold. It's a fast lane life and on a roll. All us race fans are here for just one thing, to watch 28,000 horses sing. But no timeouts, no dress code, no right turn. It's party time. No blinking, no yawning. I got a Winston Cup, one track mind. Right now it's Daytona time. All the cup drivers are ready to go, revving their engines all in a row. Soon they'll be running 3 or 4 wide, trying to hitch up on the next guy, with just one thing on their mind, to hold that Winston Cup up high. No timeout, no dress code, no right turns. It's party time. No blinking, no yawning. I got a Winston Cup, one track mind. Right now it's Daytona time. One track mile, right now it's Daytona time. A Winston Cup, one track mile. Right now it's Daytona time. Oh yeah. No timeouts, no dress code, no right turn. It's party time. No blinking, no yawning. I got a Winston Cup, one track mile. Yeah, right now it's racing time. Yeah, left turn only crowd. I love it loud, I love it loud.
Okay, up on pole position will be car number 93. That driven by Mike Graham out of Manteca. On the outside of the row 1, car number 43. This car being driven by Brian Clark out of Lodi. Back on the inside of row 2, the 09, driven by Johnny Cardoza, also out of Manteca. Car number 31 sits outside row 2. Car driven by Jeff All, second place in points. On the inside, row 4, car number 12. Pardon me, row 3, car number 12. This one being driven by car number 6 on the outside of him, John Medina out of Galt. Down the inside of row 4, car number 11. This one driven by Tracy Bolin. And car number 68 will be on the outside on the trailer out there. So this is according to the draw. Ray Bird out of Stockton starts in the back. I don't believe is here tonight. So we could have some points chase differences by the time this is all over tonight. On the pole, hammer time. Mike Graham out of Antigua, down on the inside. As Clark tries to take him side-by-side action coming up out of turn 2. Graham holds him off, dives it down deep, down on the inside. As we get a couple passes coming on the outside, moving up through that ranks is John Medina out of Galt. Car number 6 starting to back it off a little bit now as they take a line. Car number 31, this one being driven by Jeff All out of Lodi. He is currently second place in the points. He gets points all the way around as he tries to gather it all up. So car number 93, Mike Graham leads the pack. As all in that 31 trying to find a space and a heart to get on around it from Brian Clark. Joe Williams goes towards the back of the pack. They'll get that car sorted out and be back later on for the B main. Oh, and we see a slot down on the inside coming out of turn 2 as all now moves up into the second slot, getting on around Brian Clark. So Clark now moving back into that spot as all in car number 31 is going to have to gather it up a little bit as that 93 car, Mike Graham, starts to run away with the pack as number 6, John Medina, moves up through the ranks. Medina in that number 6 car, knocking on the back door, trying to pick it up as the first of the heat set of pure stocks. Get a move on. Mike Graham has got a pretty good lead right now. Going to work one of the back markers of Joe Williams, but he drives it down to the inside, doing a good job. Jeff All in car number 31. Does he have enough laps left? 7 laps are in the picture book on this time around. He has only one more lap to do it in. As Jeff All in car number 31. Second place in the points, going to be second time around in the first of the heat races. As Mike Graham in car number 93, so far down a short straightaway, picks up a checkered flag. So it's Mike Graham, Jeff All, and a very tight pack towards the back, car number 43, picking up your top 3 spots. Brian Clark out of Lodi, California, is going to go down to that third place. Unofficially, I believe we got the number 6 car, John Medina. John Medina should be in that 4th spot as they race for 8 laps. Okay, we're ready for more. Coming up. How's everybody doing? Okay. Car number 5 should be up on pole position this time around. This car driven by Richard Harper. He hails out of Stockton, California. On the outside will be car number 75, driven by Chad Holman out of Stockton. Down on the inside, row 2, car number 67. This car is Johnny Bird from Stockton. Outside of him, the 02, Perry Jefferson out of Murphy's. Why would you want to leave Murphy's? That's beautiful down there. Car number 4, driven by Tom Dahl out of Stockton. Back at the inside of row 3. It looks like we're ready to get up and running and rolling here. As we take the green flag, first time out of the gate, going to be the 75 car, driven by Chad Holman. Holman up front, little bump and grinding going on towards the back of the back. As Harper, holding down that second spot, the 67 car has already jumped up into space. Johnny Bird holding down that third slot right now as they come off. And Bird slides back, coming down through the runs here. As we find the 97 car, Danny Gabor out of Antigua. That is your number 1 points leader. And he's showing away around that track right now, down deep onto the inside. He is able to get down on the inside now. Richard Harper's number 5 car, he now sprints out as we come down with the yellow light. As the rest of them get all lined up. Car number 60, Stacy Medina out of Galt towards the back. We'll get them named up here. 02 is Perry Jefferson out of Murphy's, has moved on towards the back of the end. And car number 23, Dustin Himes out of Stockton, is the back marker right at the moment. Ran in our first heat race. This is where it all begins for a lot of folks. They jump into pure stock, get a couple of years driving experience, setups, go to another engine man, jump up into different classes, and we have a good time. Oh, it's a good tight bunch coming up out of turn 2 into. As we swap a position right now, Tom Dahl has picked himself up a slot there. getting on around to Richard Harper, that 5 car. We thought we were going to battle it out, but look at this battle up front. We got us a good one. Holman trying to hold it down as Gabor out of Antigua, starting in the back of the pack, has moved up into second, banging on the back door, front door, back bumper. Got the inside slot now. Gabor down on the inside, holds it neat and true, slides it on out, moves to the lead. As Holman now moves back into second and banging on his door again, it's going to be Tom Dahl in that number 4. Then we move on back into the 5th spot. Richard Harper back into that car. And the 60 car, Stacy Medina, giving him a battle. As car number 23, whoa, Dustin Himes working on it. Now we got us a lead. The Manteca Madman, Danny Gabor now moves on up front. Got himself about a 4-car length now over Chad Holman as we're down 6-7 laps. 7 laps are in the book. White flag is out. It looks like no contest from here on out. The number 1 in the points is going to be number 1 in the second heat races here at the Pure Stockers. Good battle back in the back of the pack here with Richard Harper and the 60 car, and it's another win. Danny Gabor. Danny Gabor's number 97, all the way from the back of the pack on the inside, takes another win. Heat race number 2. Good driving. Chad Holman, good job. Tom Dahl, good job. Richard Harper up front, slides it back, brings on home the number 4 spot. Good. One of the toughest classes at any racetrack in the U.S. will be this class. Car number 37. He'll be up on that pole position as Joe Stearns out of Stockton. On the outside of him is car number 40, Ray Davis. Hails out of Galt. Down on the inside, row 2. Car number 66, Ken Ratcliffe out of Stockton. And on the outside of him will be the number 7 car, driven by Eric Groff out of Galt. 77 sits on the inside of row 3, driven by Karen Wagner. Karen Wagner, car 32 on the outside of her is J.C. Saunders out of Stockton. And car number 1 is Michael Wendt out of Lodi. Hammer down time. You got to pick it right straight out of the first run. Ray Davis out of Galt. Now moves out and around. Joe Stearns. Davis and Stearns battle out for first and second towards the back of the pack right now. That number 1 car, driven by Michael Wendt, has got to try to move up through that pack. Ray Davis, by the way, holding down 3rd place in the points. In car number 40, he's the 3rd spot in the points chase right now. But let's take a watch out here as they start working on the back bumper. That number 7 car, driven by Eric Groff. As your 40 car has a good lead. Oh, they get it fast out there. We got a little drop on the throttle out of the number 32. J.C. Saunders. As Ray Davis leads them on around the track, putting on the 7 R's so far. 37, Joe Stearns right on behind him. And a little battle coming up at the number 66 of Ken Ratcliffe. And the number 7, Eric Groff, going to be working on each other here in about 1 more lap. As they go round and around and around they go. Pure Stock. Ray Davis got a good lead out there. That number 40. Joe Stearns right on behind him. But a little good battle going on back there for that 3rd spot. Playing Ken Ratcliffe in a 66 Eric Groff in a 7 car. All right, checkered flag flies. Ray Davis, third place in the points. Rattles that one off. And then car number 37, Joe Stearns back in the second spot. And we didn't have a change-up between the 66 of Ken Ratcliffe and the 7 car, Eric Groff. They kind of held on there. So third place in the points is Davis. And he also takes a win, putting him up number 1 in that group. Fourth heat up and coming here for you. Okay, on the fourth heat race coming up, car number 3, Steve Hall will be on the pole position. On the outside, Amy Sullivan out of Lodi in car number 10. On the inside of row 2, car number 55, driven by Craig Castles out of Stockton. Outside of him, the 00 car, Earl Goolsby out of Stockton. In the third row, on the inside, car number 9, we find Cindy Freitas from Lodi. Outside of her will be the number 15, out of Modesto, Charlie Clausen. And on the trailer, on the back car, car number 21, driven by Tom Bullen out of Morgan Hill. Tom Bullen is back in the 5th spot in points, so take a look for that car to climb up through the class. Whoa! A little bump and steering going on there as Pierstock's moving down. Car number 9 getting right in the middle of everything out there. Cindy Freitas, look out. She's on the tiger tail. She's going to get you all that going. Amy Sullivan, another lady driver, high to the outside. Is going to get undercut by Steve Hall. Steve drops it down on the inside. So we have Steve Hall now being chased down by 2 ladies out there. And your car number 21, Tom Bullen, moving up through the ranks right now. Tom Bullen, the car number 21, dives deep down onto the inside. Cindy Freitas. Cindy gives a good go coming up out of turn 3. Steve Hall still holding down that lead. As Freitas now getting the pass by Tom Bullen down to car number 21. As we still have Amy Sullivan holding down second place, but here comes Bullen. So Sullivan back in the second spot. Steve Hall up front. Sullivan giving a good run. Amy Sullivan giving a good run back there in that second spot. I don't think there's enough time out there. She's probably got a good second spot going as Tom Bullen's number 21 car moves her right on through. Cindy Freitas has dropped back into that 4th spot, but that's okay. She's going to nail that one down in good shape. Steve Hall still holding down at first place in car number 3. It is a black number 3. As whoa, a little bobble coming out there. Down the back straight, Sullivan still holding down that second spot as we are into 7 laps down. White flag is out. Here comes a battle now. Amy Sullivan's got to hold off that 21 car of Tom Bullen. Bullen down on the inside. Here comes Bullen trying to make his move down on the inside of Sullivan. Sullivan's going to hold him off high on the outside. It's going to be the win going to Steve Hall, Amy Sullivan, Tom Bullen, and the number 9 car of Cindy Freitas bringing down that 4th spot. 2 guys and 2 gals out there for the top 4. And that's going to wrap up our Pure Stock heat races. Well, Josh Heaps will be on pole position. Car number 34. We're going to take you around it one more time. Give you an opportunity to take a good look at him. Josh Heaps out of Turlock. Car number 30, truck number 34. Car number 6, truck number 69, Tim Matson out of Stockton. Then the truck number 20, Robert Harrison. On the outside of him will be Mike Sims in the 10 truck. And then truck number 35, Tim Fernandez Sr. out of Modesto. Slow him down, guys. We don't need... And then we'll be back at Pro Stocks. Hey, next weekend. Okay, green flag. Let's go racing. Sims on the outside. Harrison on the inside. They're side by side coming out of turn 2. Good even run down that back straight. As, whoops, Mike Sims going to get iced out there a little bit as Harrison picks it up from the inside. Sims now back in a hunt. And actually, Sims comes across the start-finish line first. But look out. We've got Tim Fernandez Sr. in 35 on the outside, down the back straight as Sims takes the lead. As Mike Sims out of Turlock in that lead right now. Harrison down on the inside. On the outside now, picking it up is Tim Fernandez Sr. in the truck number 35. And he finally gets all around in the number 69er, Tim Matson. Back in the 4th spot. And truck number 34, Josh Heaps out of Turlock. Oz working on the back marker. Mike Sims in the lead out of Turlock. Gone for it. Yosemite Auto Parts, number 35, Tim Fernandez Sr. And he's going to get bunched up again. Robert Harrison hailing out of Riverbank. Harrison is going to work all over Fernandez. Harrison takes a dive way up topside. Does not quite have enough pony power to get on around him, so Mike Sims holds it down. Tim Fernandez Sr., that's the one. Well, he's trying the outside groove, but it's not going to work for him. Robert Harrison we're talking about. Tim Matson out of Stockton there in a 69 truck. Gets a little bit loud. Mike Sims, he's on an easy trip. White flag goes out. We are on the checkered flag lap now. It's Mike Sims, number 60. Number 10 for Mike Sims. Takes a win. Tim Fernandez Sr. in second. Robert Harrison, truck number 20. And then Tim Matson in the number 69er. And Josh Heaps out of Turlock runs on down the track. Number 44 is Rudy Martinez out of Tracy. On the outside of that one should be the number 56 of Larry Boehringer out of Tracy. Then we're looking at truck number 53, Tim Fernandez Jr. Then the 14 of Gary Franks out of Manteca. Truck number 72, remember, second fast time for Troy Ermish out of Fremont. Fast time of the night in the Pro 4 trucks, Union 76, number 76, Dave Daniel out of Salida. 53, Tim Fernandez Jr. Papa ran a little bit ago. Junior's in this one. And the 14, Gary Franks out of Manteca on the outside. Let them roll. Let's go racing. Oh, good tight bunch coming out of turn 2. Good tight group. Martinez got his hands and feet full, trying to keep it ahead. Oh, bingo. Group. Martinez got his hands and feet full, trying to keep it ahead. Oh, bingo. That'll be a yeller. Well, all by himself out there. Troy Ermish spins around. We got a stalled out pick-em-up truck down here on the straight. 44 truck. He's the person that should set the pace. Supposed to. He's got them all logged down there. He's going to be down in the first gear. Look for a shift, because Rudy is not shiftless. Actually getting a little help there on that start. Getting a little bump and grinding there by the 72 truck. As Martinez fades it down on the inside, taking a look on the outside is Boehringer. Boehringer going to the lead. As Ermish now going to give chase. Ermish down on the inside. That truck slides a little bit. They get a little bump and grinding down that back straight. Now Ermish back down on the inside of Boehringer. Oh, tight pack coming out of turn 2. As Boehringer and Ermish now dice it out coming out of turn 3. It's going to be Boehringer on the outside, Ermish down on the inside. Here comes that 14 of Gary Franks. Franks moving up into the third spot. Going to be chased down by Daniels now in the 76er. Boehringer not going to give up. No, Ermish in that lead. That's Franks and Daniels now battling up back there for third spot. Daniels down on the inside. As Franks in the 14 truck high to the outside. Franks takes the high line. Here comes Daniels down on the inside. As Ermish in truck 72 is way up front now. Boehringer not giving it up as Franks in truck number 14 takes a look down on the inside of Boehringer. It's going to be Franks down on the inside as Boehringer and Daniels now. Daniels is getting it all bunched up. As Ermish with about a 10 truck lead now coming out of turn 3. And they're getting bunched up towards the back of the pack. White flag is out. One more lap to happen. One more lap down, and we're going to put it in the picture book. As Troy Ermish in the 72, Boehringer looking at 76 truck on the outside of Dave Daniels, trying to get it up, doesn't do it, but he does get a strong 4th spot. So good run there. Troy Ermish, second fastest in time trials, puts number 1 on heat race number 2 of the Pro 4 Series. Right on behind him will be Larry Boehringer out of Tracy in car number 56. Then it's going to be Gary Franks out of Antigua, truck number 14. And Dave Daniels out of Salida in the Union 76 truck. Nice paint job on that one. As the Pro 4 Series now have qualified themselves in the starting position. Their race is being sponsored by Duratec and Signs Plus. Give it up $600 to the winners tonight or on the purse. And that'll be all happening in a little bit. Car number 93 in Pure Stock Division, Mike Graham out of Manteca is in that first spot. Now we're back to car number 97 right now, taking a look at that one. In that car is Denny Gabor out of Manteca, currently number 1 in the points. Man to take a watch at. Car number 40, back in the group, Ray Davis out of Galt. And we'll look at the 4th vehicle, number 3, driven by Steve Hall. Number 97, definitely got to be kind of a favorite on this one. So car number 103 was a fast time setter tonight in qualifying. If you missed that at 3 o'clock. Oh, we got some horsepower out there. Watch that front end drop when they get off the throttle. Hello, we got us a good race. Gabor running high on the outside at number 97, pulls up some power. Coming down that straightaway. Getting on around Steve Hall in the 3 car. So Gabor, whoa, and he does it all by his lonesome out there. Steve Hall got a little bit too excited, spun it out there in turn 2. Ray Davis has now moved himself back into the 2nd slot at number 40. We're going to pull the yellow flag. He's up and running again. How embarrassing. Steve Hall out of Manteca, all by his lonesome out there. Mike Graham will be dicing it back out there with Steve Hall. Ran 4 heats, 4 racers in the dash class. We'll be giving out the giant trophies a little bit later. Oh, it's a little tighter this time around for Gabor. Gabor high. He likes that high groove out there. Keeps the Arby's up. And a checker. Okay. Danny Gabor out of Antigua. He does it. He's got a total of 3 wins going into this season so far this year, and that's why he's number 1 in the points. And it's pretty well mixed up. It's pretty equal in this group. It's a hard class, really a tough class to get going in, because it's you're not allowed to spend a whole bunch of dollars. You got to learn how to drive. So Danny Gabor's number 97 car takes the lead on that one. Grand Americans up next in the Trophy Dash. Okay, following that Dodge pace car around will be number 10 of Jay Lindstroth out of Citrus Heights in car number 10. On the outside of him, number 17, Paul Henry out of Groveland. Paul Henry, number 1 in the points. Number 3, Robert Canettle out of Lodi. They run on gasoline, by the way. You can run alcohol in this class, but they choose to stay on gasoline. Number 87, John Unger out of Stockton. That's your top 4 runners for the Trophy Dash in the Grand Americans. So your top 2 points people in row 1. Number 1 in the points to the outside. Number 2 in the points is right behind him in the number 3. Henry high to the outside, gone in. Lindstroth hangs it down on the inside, doing a super job. Lindstroth down on the inside of number 10, going to be dominant. Now it is Henry, gets into the lead. Canettle back of that 3 car, back in the 3rd spot, takes a look down on the inside, turns it in. It goes. But he really has to kill the power on his Lindstroth. Back into the 2nd slot. Canettle fighting for it. As Paul Henry in the lead in the 17. Woo! Paul Henry still up in that lead right now as we take a look at Caniddle trying to make a massive dive down on the inside. Caniddle down on the inside in the 3 car. As the door keeps slammed shut, that is your dash for cash on that one. And that's going to go to Paul Henry. Has 1 win for the 0-1 season, and he is number 1 in the points. Right on behind him by only 14 points. You saw him out there. It's Robert Caniddle in the number 3 car. So we'll take our first one up there. Out of Antigua, in car number 38, Joe Hilton. In car number 8, whoa, wait a minute. Happy birthday to Glenda Treadway from all of you folks out there. Especially your family and your friends. Glenda, happy birthday. Oh, by the way, the driver in car number 8, Carrie Treadway. Johnny Burnt out of Clements does car number 1. And towards the back, Jeff Lovelace out of Stockton, a rookie this year, and he's in the dash for cash. Car number 18, Jeff Lovelace. They've got a couple different engine combinations they can run up here in this group. They can also run up to 460 cubic inches. But they got to be very heavy. They got to weigh in around 3,900, 3,400 pounds. Okay, lights are out. Oh, we got a good run coming up, but Lovelace takes a shot high to the outside. As Burt takes it down on the inside, and they're going to keep the door slammed shut. 1 lap is down. Lovelace high to the outside, looking good. As Johnny Burt in the number 1 stays it held back down on the inside. Treadway cannot find his way around there. He's just going to back it out. White flag coming up. Look at this side-by-side action out into turn 3. Johnny Burt down on the inside. Lovelace on the out. Can the door slam shut? Yeah. White flag is out. We're on a checkered flag lap right now. Jeff Lovelace out of Stockton, a rookie this year, is going to get a trophy. Checkered flag fly. Jeff Lovelace. There is only 1 winner in the trophy dash, and Jeff Lovelace, he earned it. He got it. He's going to go home a happy camper as he gets the big, gigantic 18.5-foot tall trophy a little later on in the evening's program. Or do we have that now? Dodge pace car standing by. Okay, let's go to the front. Let's start out with the number 72 truck, Troy Ermish out of Fremont, California, setting the 2nd fastest time of the night. He'll be up on that. He'll be up on that front row. Truck number 10, Mike Sims out of Turlock, California. He'll be in that 2nd slot out there. 35, this truck driven by Tim Fernandez Sr., hails out of Modesto, California. And then truck number 56, Larry Bollinger out of Tracy, California. Tim Fernandez right behind him in truck number 35. The 72 truck of Troy Ermish. Back of the pack. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to get their green anyway. Ermish trying to stick the nose in right down through the center up there on the start. We'll give it a go. It's a dash. As Sims holding off Ermish down on the inside. Oh, good battle. Mike Sims doing a good job holding him off. Sims trying to draw it down the inside. Ermish up against him. Down that back straight. Now Ermish down the inside. Sims on the outside. Side by side coming out of turn 3. 4. Oh, rubber bumper. Now on the back straight now is Ermish in the 72 truck. And it's going to look like Mike Sims going to take a dive down to the inside, trying to get on around him. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Boehringer in the 56 truck is going to give Mike Sims a good run for his money down here. Watch us down coming out of turn 4 now. Looks like it's going to go to Troy Ermish all the way around. Then Sims, Boehringer, and Tim Fernandez Sr. for that dash for cash. Good run. Go get him, Bruce.
We got Paul Henry, car number 17, the Grand American. Congratulations on winning the trophy dash tonight. You're in the points lead, but just barely ahead of Robert. What's your plan for the main event?
Well, my plan for the main event is basically try to stick with Robert, and you know, I got to try to muster up as many points as I can. You know, it's a real close battle, and I just can't afford to falter right now. So, you know, we'll just see what happens. You know, I'm real happy with this year and this car and the people that have been helping me. I got a really good friend of mine. He don't like me to give his name, but he's up in the stands, and he's really helped me out a lot this year, you know, spiritually and other things with it. You know, it's just been a really great year.
Well, great. We know it takes a real team effort. It's just like football. It takes a lot of people behind the scenes to keep these cars running. And us that have raced before know it takes a lot of money and a lot of support. And congratulations, and we wish you the best in the main.
Hey, you know, I want to thank my crew. My crew's put up with me for 3 years now, and this year's finally coming around, and I really appreciate all the help everybody's given me. Thanks.
Congratulations, Paul. Going over to car number 18, Jeff Lovelace, the winner of the Pro Stock tonight. Congratulations, Jeff. What's your plan for the main event?
Win. That's all the plan there is.
Well, that's always a good idea. You're starting in second row for the main event?
No, I think I start 7th.
All right, so you got a few cars to work through before you'll make it up to the front again.
All right, don't move.
Well, let's not push too hard.
I won't push at all.
Okay, well, congratulations, and we wish you the best in the main event.
Okay, thanks.
We got Danny Gabor running the Pure Stock, number 97. You were a fast qualifier again tonight, and you did a great job in the Trophy Dash. What's your plans for this evening?
Hopefully we win.
You're a man of many words, just like the last guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're running good this year, and how far are you ahead in the points to the second place?
I have no idea. We try not to worry about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing to keep out of your mind halfway through the season. It can really start getting on you when you're just barely ahead. Well, we wish you the best in the main, and congratulations for winning the Trophy Dash.
Thanks.
Troy Ermish, you've been on the front stretch many times, but never in this truck. You're a Southwest Tour driver as well. Could you tell us about how you got this ride?
The car belongs to Patrick MG, and I own a Datsun shop where we build Datsuns, and I help them build it, and he gives me the opportunity to drive it every once in a while. And we're just shaking it down and getting it better and just having some fun.
Well, great. You guys put on a great show, and it was great to have you guys come out and run here at 99. Are you guys planning on coming out again?
We probably will maybe run one more event in September. I think they're scheduled for a couple of more races out here. But I wanted to make sure, I thank Duratec and Science Plus and also Patrick for giving me the opportunity to drive here today.
Well, congratulations, and we wish you the best in the main, Troy. Congratulations. Back to you, Mike.
We've got up on pole position car number 11, Tracy Bullen, out of Valley Springs. On the outside, that'll be the number 60 car. And number 1, Tom Collins out of Oakley. On the outside of number 15, driven by Charlie Clausen out of Modesto. Then we see the 08 car. 09, pardon me. Johnny Cardoza out of Manteca. And lost the number outside of that one. Car number 32, driven by J.C. Saunders. Car number 23 on the outside, Dustin Hines. Looks like green flag is flying, and we'll pick him up. Get them all bunched up, coming up to the number 2 turn. Slides it out there a little bit. As Tracy Boland gets through the hunt right now in the lead. Michael Wendt in the number 1 car. Michael Wendt good at number 1. And sliding all over the track right now is the 60 of Stacy Medina. And right on behind him, the number 15 is driven by Charlie Clausen. About 4 cars running. Get it pretty well sorted out right now as they drive on around that track. Boland still in that lead. Wendt going to stay all over now, trying to make a pass down the inside. We're looking for Clausen right now in the 15 car. But he's not going to be able to pull that one off. A lot of giggling coming on towards the back of the pack right now. Oh, locks up on the brakes. There's your 67 of Johnny Bird. Locking up on those brakes, hard time right now. As car number 11, still your leader, Tommy Boland. And Wendt, and towards the back here, fight it out for third. Right now, Stacy Medina still holding it down on the inside. Drops that 32, Saunders. J.C. Saunders down on the inside. Oh, didn't make it. Saunders now moving up into the third spot. Saunders now taking a look back down the inside. Charlie Clausen working all over that 60 car. Stacy Medina, but he's not going to be able to pull it off. Can he do it down on the inside? Medina high to the outside, and the battle rage. It hasn't happened yet. Third spot. Starting to hit the back markers right now. Tracy Boland in car number 11 across the start-finish line, your leader. Michael Wendt in his number 1 car, holding back in that second spot. Now as we take a look on back to car number 32, driven by J.C. Saunders back in the 3rd place. 15, driven by Charlie Clausen back and forth. And 60, Stacy Medina for your top 5 cars right now. So you got 11, 1, 32, 15, 60, 67. Johnny Bird moving up through that pack. Johnny Bird picks it up, and Bird on the move. Johnny Bird at car number 67. Keep your eyes on that one. Moving up through that pack very rapidly. As your leader now across the start finish, number 11. Tracy Boland. Michael Wendt back in the number 1 car. Running second. Here comes your leader, number 11. Michael Wendt, number 1, holding on a second spot. Number 32. J.C. Saunders back in the 3rd. And the Bird car makes another pass. He has moved up into the 5th spot now. Johnny Bird is up into the 5th spot as 11, 1, 32, 15, and 67, your top 5 cars. Your leader in and out of here. Here comes Bird. And your leader coming out of turn 4, number 11. Tracy Boland. Oh, lots of smoke coming out of that double 09 car. Johnny Cardoza. Lots of smoke. White flag is out. Last lap for number 11. Your leader, Tracy Boland, out of turn 3. Here comes Michael Wendt in the number 1 car. Checkered flag about to fly for car number 11. Tracy Boland. Out of Valley Springs, Michael Wendt dropping some oil. Then the number 32 car, J.C. Saunders. Right behind him will be car number 15 of Charlie Clausen. And 67, I believe, came in the 5th spot. Good run for all those. That's the big name. Let's start them off on the driver's introductions here for the main event. Chris Moniz out of Lodi, California, a rookie, drives at number 16. You know, it's okay if you clap. It's okay if you hoot and you holler. These guys work for it. Number 38, Joe Hilton. Now, Joe, we understand you got a birthday, and a big happy birthday to you from your family, your wife Sherry, your daughter Joelle, your father and mother-in-law, Dave and Mary Perry. And it says here he's almost as old as his car number. Now, if 38 is old, Jim Shields must be ancient. Happy birthday, Joe. Number 8. This one driven by Kerry Treadway out of Stockton. Number 1 in the points by a big lead of about 101 points. So Kerry Treadway in car number 8. The number 1 car, driven by Johnny Burnt, hails out of Clements, California. In car number 18, Jeff Lovelace. He's a Stockton boy. First year, he's a rookie. Number 0, Jerry Crawford. He's 4th place in the points. He's out of Stockton, California. Jerry, go get him. Number 6, Ed Cullum. Hails out of Ripon. He's got a win so far this year, and he's 5th place in the points. Then we're taking a look at car number 44. And here's a guy that works for his sponsors. He's out there. He's gone for them. And I'm going to take a little time for that. The Waffle Shop people are here out of Modesto. Black Ox Body Shop people out of Napa. Barry's Automotive, Modesto. Riverside Truck and Salvage Tow. Northern Tire and Wheel. Boleto Motorsports. Boleto Auto Glass. They're all out of Modesto. A lot of thanks to that crew. And getting that job done for him out there, and good luck to you. Car number 57, Tracy Boland out of Valley Springs drives that car. Moving up to that front row now, we find number 11, Mike Moniz. Last year's Rookie of the Year comes from Lodi. On that pole position, it should be Doug Ollis out of Modesto, also a rookie, driving car number 20. Good luck to you all. Let's go racing. 25 laps. So far, second in points race, 2 rookie wins, point lead. Jeff Lovelace in the 18 car. And it looks like we're waiting for a green flag to fly, and it is. Boom, 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 boom. Coming up out of turn 2, takes a good shot at it. Mike Moniz on the outside, takes a good run. Moniz in the 11 car, shoots it down, comes out, and he's going to be the first one in the lap book. Yeah, a little bit of push and bump in the grind coming out of turn 2. Gets it all squared away. Doug Ollis. Wallace holding down that second spot. Everybody on him. Here comes the 18 down on the inside. Lovelace. Look at Lovelace move down to the inside, moving up into the third spot. Right on behind him now, Kerry Treadway. Ed Collum. Moving. Mike Cortez up in the lead. Whoa, it's sideways. For Collum. Here comes Treadway. Treadway, nice and smooth down on the inside. Gonna chase him down. High on the outside goes that number 57 to Tracy Bolin. Bolin hanging on to that number 2 spot. Here comes the rookie, Jeff Lovelace. And Treadway. Lovelace and Treadway moving up through that pack. Lovelace moving up into the second spot. Here comes Treadway down on the inside. Moving on around it. Tracy Bolin right now in the 57 car. It's now Treadway bumping and grinding on his way into the third spot. Treadway down on the inside. Moving nice and smooth. Jeff Lovelace hanging in there. Car number 18 as your leader. In and out here. Mike Monez out of Lodi. Last year's rookie in the lead. Here comes Treadway on Lovelace gets crooked. Lovelace on the outside, Treadway on the inside. Treadway now moving up into that second spot. Back in the Ford is Tracy Bolin in the 57 car. He's got to get bump and grinding there. Happening by Collum. Collum in the 6 car. Here comes the 38. Joey Hilton in the ranch car coming up. Treadway working on it. Gone nice and slow out there. Counting the laps down. Joe Hilton in the 38 car moving up towards the back of the pack trying to get into the hunt. Getting all boxed in now. The lead has shortened. Treadway got to be working on the back bumper of Mike Monez. Monez doing a great job holding down that number 1 position. Here's Treadway. Takes a look down on the inside. Here comes Treadway. Lovelace holding out that third spot. Along with Tracy Bolin back in the 4th. Whoa! A little bobbing and grinding. As Hilton, Joe Hilton gets all hooked up down there, brings out a yellow. Well, your number 6 car, Ed Collum, checked up down there. Had to check up for a car in the front. Hilton got into the tail end of him, spinning. And that was one of them there racing things. So good run. Here we go. Looking for a green flag to fly. Treadway gets a good run high on the outside as he gets on around on that yellow flag. So Kerry Treadway in car number 8. Constantly goes out of there. Moving down that track as that track starts to cool down now. And Lovelace knocking on the back door of Mike Monez as Kerry Treadway now gets a good run at it. Treadway kicked out a 15.66 on that run. 15.66. Look at coming down on the inside. Monez still got to hold him off back in that second spot. Monez now in 11 car. Here comes Lovelace in car number 18 down on the inside taking a look. Johnny Burt back in the number 1 car working his way through. And here comes Joe Hilton. There's a 15.62. Treadway picks up the pace. Treadway running faster now. 15.62 on that run. Oh, back him up, back him up, back him up. Here we come down to Lovelace taking a look down on the inside. Johnny Burt down on the number 1 car takes a look at the inside. Here comes Lovelace on the inside of Mike Monez. Can he do it? Can they hold him off? Monez has got to go out. Here comes Lovelace. It's three, side by side. Look out for that number 1 car. Johnny Burton out of Clements. Burton doing a good job. Here comes Hilton now in the 38. Well, Johnny Burton working on that Lovelace. Now here comes Joe Hilton. Hilton in the 38 car, working away back up to him. Down on the inside, here comes Hilton. Your leader in and out of here. As Lovelace still holding up that second spot. Hilton go all the way from the back of the pack, working his way up into the 3rd place. And your leader in and out of here. Lovelace back in the 2nd. Hilton back in the 3rd. Here comes Burton. Johnny Burton, the number 1 car. He's working at pack.